So Andrej Karpathy has just released a project called Auto Research. Let's find out about it. I packaged up the Auto Research project into a new self-contained minimal repo if people would like to play over the weekend. It's basically NanoChat LLM training course stripped down to a single GPU, one file version of 630 lines of code. Human iterates on the prompt, which is .md. AI agent iterates on training code.py. The goal is to engineer your agent to make fastest research progress indefinitely without any of your own involvement. This is interesting. In the image, every dot is complete LLM training run that lasts exactly 5 minutes. The agent works in an autonomous loop on Git feature branch and accumulates Git commits on training scripts as it finds better settings of lower validation loss by the end. You can imagine comparing the research progress of different prompts and different agents, etc. Interesting. Let's look at the code. AI agents running research on single GPU NanoChat training automatically. Okay, this is wild. I think what they are doing is LLM itself changes the code that gets used to train LLM. That is wild. LLM will come up with a code to train the LLM. It will train for 5 minutes. It will check if the model improved. If it did, it will keep it. If it did not, it will discard and just continue the process. He's automating the job of researchers who create LLMs. That is wild. He's saying one day frontier AI research used to be done by meat computers. Okay, he's calling humans meat computers. He's basically saying that AI research will be done completely by computers. That's wild. Research is now entirely the domain of autonomous swarms of AI agents running across compute cluster megastructures in the sky. He's predicting a world where every research is just being done by computers, like swarms of computers talking to each other. I always wonder that the last job that you need to automate is a researcher. If they're able to automate the job of a researcher and then do a good job of automating a researcher, that is pretty scary. I would assume that this is like the one of the first initial attempts of doing that, but the fact that this is even happening is quite scary. He talks a lot about NanoChat. Let's look at NanoChat and get some more context. Best chat GPT at $100 can buy. Okay, this is like a toy LLM, mostly for the purpose of learning. So it's a tiny LLM so that you learn all the stages of building an LLM: tokenization, pre-training, fine-tuning, evaluation, inference. You can use this and create your own chat GPT. Yeah, but the difference is that you don't download ready-made weights. You train it and you create the weights. So it's more for the purpose of learning. Okay, this is interesting. So while he was improving and training NanoChat, he actually used AI agent to write Python code of NanoChat. So NanoChat would write next Python code of NanoChat, will train, see if the next model is better or not, and then just continue on it. And it seems like he actually achieved some good success with that. So the auto research thing sort of works. This is interesting. Okay, so in the graph, he's showing that how his agent actually improved the model. So lower is better. The agent did 83 experiments. The validation BPB, I have no clue what BPB is, but yeah, it went from sort of high to low. Let's search what validation BPB is. BPB stands for bits per byte. Okay, so basically what you're doing is there's a data set on which you've trained the model and you're using a different data set to validate your model, and the different data set has information which does not exist in your original data set which you use for training. So you're figuring out how your model is able to generalize new information, and that's what this number of validation BPB would tell you. So the number that agents got after a little bit of experiments is 0.98, like slightly lesser than 0.98. I think the fact that he is able to lower this number of validation BPB down without writing any code and totally depending on the agents is pretty cool. I'm going to create a lot more videos about what's happening in AI, so subscribe for all the updates.